All right, everybody. Welcome back. We are taking a second stab at our intro because OBS decided it didn't want to work for us. So we have been out collecting up some terracotta. We just got done with that, repaired our tools, and we're headed back to our base. So making some progress here. Got everything sorted, got everything cleaned up down below, it all sorted away. Let's take a quick look down there, and I pulled that wall back in. I thought I was going to leave all these chests here. I changed my mind. Just didn't need the entities. I got a couple of them here for just miscellaneous stuff as I'm going through. Powdered snow, that kind of thing. I gotta, you know what, I'm just going to do this. I've got a spot out here for snow. We're just going to stick them in here. And I've been manually putting in shulker boxes of stuff as well. So, just dumping stuff off in here. Got this whole section here. So we're just going to do this, and we're going to do this. We're going to put these up here because that's where they belong. All right. And get this all cleaned away. So we have been cleaning up. I still haven't finished up all of my this last room down there with the smelter and everything. But that's on the list of things to do. Just haven't gotten to them yet. Making some good progress on getting things sorted. Got a pigment over here. We got a handful of things to do. So one of the things that is on the list, just so you guys know, is we are going to have to build a gold farm and a piglin bartering just to get the resources, because that is what it is. But we've added a couple of more masons, get some materials, doing some trading, stuff like that. But overall, we've just been slowly grinding through things. So what I'm going to do is today we're going to just I'm going to play a little bit by ear. Not really 100% as planned out as I normally would try to do it, but going to head over to, gonna sleep and then head over to our main area, and I will bring you back when I get over there and we'll take a look at what we got going. So I'll be back with you here in a bit. Alright, we have returned. We've made some progress, a little bit. And just a reminder of what we've got going on here. We've got these buildings set up. I still need to do the interiors. I suck at interiors, so I'm putting it off for a reason. I do want to build up and around on this. We've got ourselves a couple of trail here that we want to get into place. And this is going to lead up into our elevator lift up from down below. And we are going to build something down below there, just a reminder. So this has got plans on it. I just haven't finalized them. Got a lot of plans, but not a lot of finished stuff. But lately I have been chewing through some things. Oh, by the way, full decked out netherite, went mining. Needed something different to do. Got all my gear netherrited up. And let's get rid of these bones. And take a look. So, we've got to start here. And this is why I went out and collected up all of this terracotta. Terracotta is our base material for our paths. Sort of our core material. And we got a path coming up to here that we're putting into place, which is going to be our main manor house, lord house that we're going to have up here, almost castle-like. I am going to build a couple of towers right here, relatively low. I have an idea for a really, really tall one that's going to go up over here somewhere. It's probably going to go up to about here. And this is the start of this area. This is going to be a large build. It's going to have probably walls, and then can have to do some terraforming of this in here. Same with that side. It's going to tie into the walls a bit. How I want to do that, I still haven't figured that out yet. What may end up happening is I may build buildings and then have the landscape come down into the buildings to tangle it all up. And this hole right here is a perfect example of some of the things that I want to do. That was cute. Let's try this again. Take 2. This hole right here, kind of the idea of what I want to be able, to do, which is have some other entrances / exits in and out of that upper area. Not just that one, so sort of have maybe something going down over here, which is going to go down into the birch forest kind of thing. And maybe something that comes on the surface level over this pass, this kind of pass between these 2 hills, and have it come down over to here. You know, just different things. Just trying to tie it all in here so that it's got a couple of ways ins and outs. I think it'll be kind of interesting. When you start looking at, landed it. Yeah, that smiley face wasn't on purpose. I'm gonna have a couple towers right here. Probably a manor. I'm thinking the manor house is going to be. I don't want the symmetrical ins after these towers. But like have a manor house in here and a couple of smaller outhouses over here, outbuildings. They'll tie all this in and then have almost a wall going up somewhere over here, and then cut this down a little bit over here and have more buildings on this area over here. So it's all the intention is to get this more building. Woo, a bunch of different buildings and make it kind of crowded up here. That's kind of the goal. Have a bunch of similar style buildings up in here with the turquoise like houses up and around over here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna do stone for this building, but I don't know what I'm gonna do for the roof. I haven't even designed the building yet, other than knowing that I'm generally going to be placing where. But this is going to be the path up, and then it's going to come up into a staircase that goes up on both of these sides into the main house. But this is sort of the pathway we're gonna have, and we're gonna have to tie this all in. So this is gonna go down a little bit, and what's probably gonna happen is all this storage area where I got set up right here, it's about time for it to get moved. And that's kind of why I wanted to build this main manor house, as it were, because that's kind of gonna be the location for storage, that kind of thing, where I'm gonna have a lot of space in there that I can hide stuff in, put stuff away. But I want to have houses up into here, up and over into here. This is going to have it's more circular, almost like a dome coming up into a tower that's going to be up like this. So I got a couple of plans here. Like I said, plenty of plans, still working on the execution. So what I think I'm going to do today, more than anything, is get this path laid out and sort of tied in how I want it to flow. And that means probably some of this stuff is going to be moved, which means I'm going to make a couple of trips back and forth, go get some additional shulker boxes. Like right here, I've got a bunch of stone, a bunch of tough, just a bunch of different. I just got a chest monster over here. Oop, so I can go away. Getting everything laid out in here and just sort of getting the stuff picked up and put away. Road building material, that kind of thing, so that I can make some progress on this and start getting this laid out. I want to tie this path down across and into here. That's sort of the next goal, is to get this tied up into here. The nice thing about this is it's not going to have as much snow on it, just because of the biome. This is a what is this biome? Currently in a birch forest, and then when I come down into here, what do we got? This is a grove, which is gonna get a lot of the snow to fall and so forth like that. So gonna tie this all together. That's kind of what the intention was, is to get this, once I have it laid out in the snow in all the right places, sort of have it stick there. So let me lay out the trail, or the path, see what I can do as far as where else it's going to go, and make some progress on that. Get this, probably, like I said, this is going to probably have to get tidied up here. But this is going to sort of determine where the next level of work is going to be done at. So I'm going to, like I said, make some progress, and then I will get back to you. All right, everybody, welcome back. So we have made a little bit of progress. We have got our path up to here kind of laid out. Don't have any of the textures in it. It's going to play with it a little bit still, because I think the direction of the path is right, but I'm not sure if the elevations are correct. This may go down a whole nother level. I don't know. We'll just have to play with it. So I'm not texturing it yet. I'm getting the foundations laid in here. So this is where this is going to go, and then we're going to have the two towers right here, and it is going to become more and more castle-like. Put the portcullis in here. We're going to have the gates hanging up above, etc. I think that's how high I want those, because these are going to go up quite a ways as well. There's going to be elevation to this as we go along, so this wall is going to come across out over here a ways into the building. The building's probably going to be up in this area with the foundation, as far as what that's going to look like. I'm also going to do a different road in here. This is not going to be the same path as this. We are going to do something different. Don't know what that is yet. Since this is all stone, can't do a stone road in here, but we're going to do something different. I don't want it to be the same. I want, once you pass this, this is going to be a different road. Maybe a concrete powder black or something. I don't know. Something different. We'll have to play with that. But this is going to be, and this may be just a big dirt area in here. Right as you're going in, your two entrances. Sort of a path over here, probably have stables over here. I can probably find some horses somewhere. Kill them as I get them up here, pretty sure. Who knows what I'm going to do in here. I've got a bunch of tuff and gravel and cobble and andesite. We're going to work into this, but I have a suspicion that what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the landscape on this. And as I bring the landscape in, it's going to tell me where on the outside of the towers I'm going to have the older, the more ruggedized colors. And I don't know what that is yet. So like on the interior in here, this may be a little bit different in here. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do for the top of the towers. I'm not really sure yet. Let's take a quick gander at it from a distance. Yeah, let's look at it from up here. Yeah, I think those towers are about the right height. They're not going to be too tall, and like I said, it's going to go up. So the building's going to go here. The wall is probably just going to go over here, and then really work on the landscaping, and it's going to be tough, but you can start seeing this coming together here as we go, and that means more houses up in here, probably more houses up in here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn this area over here into sort of like a market area, more residential up in this area, more in shopping, commercial in this area. Sort of, I think it'll fit together with maybe even bringing that wall out and then having like a back entrance over here. Maybe, still haven't decided yet. We're start working on that as we get going on this one. But definitely working the different areas in is definitely going to be the trick. So that is pretty good there. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to call that there for this week. I need to get into creative play with a little bit of the layout over here, kind of come up with an idea of what I'm going to do on the steps up into this, where I'm going to put these, and figure out what I'm going to do for a road / path in here. This is probably all going to be dirt, coarse dirt in here. Get all of this laid out and secured. So hopefully you guys liked today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed just learning as we've been progressing along here, getting this thing a little bit further along and in shape as we go. It's been fun putting it together and started getting that creative juices flowing as we're getting into the build. Having this area as well as some expansions into there, and then when I get bored with doing exteriors, I'll have to go to the interiors, texturing, landscaping. This is going to give me a lot of different things to do for sure. So kind of really looking forward to it as far as what we're going to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, what was the most interesting thing that you guys saw today? Just leave me a comment down below. Always looking for the feedback. What was a good idea? What was a bad idea? Suggestions, changes, all of that kind of thing. You can also hit me up on Twitter at a wandering nerd and sort of tell me what you guys are thinking. Always willing to take that kind of feedback. Hopefully you guys liked today's video. And if you did, hit the thumbs up button down below. Oops. It's free to do. It always helps the channel, show some engagement, that kind of thing. And if you want to see more like this, take a little bit of time and hit that subscribe button. We come out once a week right now for that. So again, thank you guys so much for spending some time, and until next time, this is a Wandering Nerd.